Good day. The title of this small video is My Stand Against the Medical Vultures of the NHS. I would like to talk with you today about protests and protesting. In the normal run of things, I do not believe my opinions or indeed my actions have ever been moved by 1 millimetre by a single person or a massive crowd demonstrating, marching or singing over anything political, economic, or indeed any other call or policy. But I am actively considering my own small one-man protest based purely upon the sinister practices which I have talked about in my previous broadcast. After my wife's admission into the Durham University Hospital for the repair of a fractured hip, I returned home and did very little, mainly listening to my music. I received a phone call from some hospital bloke who went on and on in a monologue about how many frail people didn't last very long if they had been resuscitated. He never once stated that anything had been agreed or signed, nothing at all about my wife's surgery. Sweet damn all. I wasn't taking much notice, mainly being focused upon that small form as she lay in that hospital ward. The next evening, after I had been told of the successful operation, I was called some hours later and told of my beloved wife's death. I was truly shattered, and it took a long time before I could get myself in a mental frame to do anything but mourn my loss. But I did survive. I did get myself together. I commenced doing the many administrative details when one is close to a death in this digital age. As I stated in my previous broadcast, I only discovered that the Medical Vultures had signed that DNA CPR on my wife when I was copied with the hospital records after the inquest was after the records were copied to me before the inquest, where it was stated that I had agreed to that bloody death sentence DNR document. Anyone who knows me would instantly know that that was a downright lie. So I went to the inquest and managed to get the surgeon to admit that the whole process could have been better managed. But that was all I managed to get. But afterwards, I laid out a formal complaint to the trust in the hospital, and after many delays, I reckon that they will never agree to publishing my complaint and their response on their website, which is why I have been writing out my little protest placard, which reads, "The silent mercy killers are active here. If you or your relative is due an operation in this hospital, there are things worth knowing for your or their very survival. If you are old or frail or both, beware, because the stealthy team will check your file. If you have life-threatening problems, they decide who lives and who dies. By law, they are supposed to consult with patient and family about the process known as cardiopulmonary resuscitation, or CPR. But they use statistics, bloody statistics, to decide if either you are worth saving or signing the DNA CPR note. If the statistics say nix, it's thumbs down sunshine for you or your nearest and dearest, and there is naught you can do to stop them. I should be posting the protest document on the blog sites for which I write, in the faint hope that it will create a spark which will light a furnace of protest. I thank you for your time, and I wish you a good day."